Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer and I am starting a weekly vlog on my weight loss journey. I did my first weigh-in today. I've tried and failed weight loss many times, but it's more than just the way I look now, it's about my health. See, I started out as an average sized little girl. I was not big boned, was not chubby. Then I started gaining weight kind of preteen years, and then during my teen years I was chubby. I turned fat in my 20s and then I turned obese in my 30s, and something I've noticed, the difference between fat and obese really for me is it doesn't matter what I wear, I still look horrible. But the biggest thing is that I notice that I feel horrible. I'm out of shape. I can't bend over to tie my shoes without like my stomach getting in the way. I can't go up the stairs without getting winded. I can't run and play with my daughter like I want to. This is more than just the way I look now. It is about the way I feel. It is about my health. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes right before Christmas, days before Christmas. I know I need to change. Otherwise, I'm going to pay with my life. So that's what I'm doing here is I'm using YouTube as a way to get motivated and stay motivated, because if people are watching me, if people are subscribing and viewing and whatever, then I'm going to feel like, okay, you know, I'm going to look like an absolute idiot if I fail. That's what I'm hoping anyways. Another motivator is because I'm hoping I can help people like me, people who are overweight, who want to lose weight. Sometimes it's easier doing it with a friend. I'm probably a perfect stranger to you, but that doesn't mean that watching this and maybe taking little pointers from me, and maybe you can give me pointers, we can do it together from the comfort of your home. Sometimes it's easier talking to a stranger. You don't have to worry about them judging you, or you don't need to worry about their opinions because they are strangers. But either way, I will never judge anybody who comes on here and makes a comment that, you know, you're 300 and some pounds and you want to lose weight. Good for you. Good. Let's do this. You can do this. So I'm 220.9 pounds. I'm 5'2". I'm a big girl. I'm a lot of fat. Things need to change, or else I'm not going to be living as long as I want to. You know, I want to be an active mama, and someday I want to be an active grandma. And if I don't change the way I live my life to live a healthier life, I'm not going to live to be a grandma. I'm not going to get to enjoy my life. This is more than just the way I look now. This is, like I said, affecting my health. So it's time to change. So I did my weigh-in, and if you're going to do this with me, hit that subscribe button and let's do this. And then go step on a scale. You're also going to go either buy a book or find a notebook and start writing things down. I took the easy way and I bought a book. I actually bought a book a long time ago and I started using it and I kept falling off of the wagon, of the diet wagon. So this book basically was wasted. It started way back in September and it's gone until March. I just stopped using it because I'm running out of daily logs. There are a few left, but I thought, you know what? Clean slate. Let's start with a clean slate, and let's start with a clean, never been written in book. I apologize for the profanity. Parental advisory is, yeah, sorry. Anyways, this book is a lot cheaper than the purple book. This book was only $11. It doesn't have all the fancy schmancy stuff in it, but it has the basics and it has what I need. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the purple book. It's called A Clever Fox. I bought it off of Amazon, same place I bought this. But the Clever Fox was like $30 some, and sometime in the future, that would be a great book. Right now, it's too advanced for me. It's got a lot of extra stuff that I'm not using right now. And I think that's the thing. I think simplicity is key when you're first starting. Don't take on too much. That is, I think, one of the reasons why we fail so much at weight loss is we go all in, all at the beginning. And then when the scale doesn't move fast enough, or just because we miss all of our favorite foods and we're tired and exhausted from changing so much. Anyways, we end up failing. We end up giving up. I'm going to be taking little bits at a time, but I would recommend, I actually strongly recommend getting a book, either making your own or buying one. Now I'm going to show you kind of what's in this book and what I think would be beneficial, So measuring. Now, this book, I looked a little bit at it, and it has weekly measuring. I'm not doing weekly measuring. I'm doing monthly measuring. So I haven't written my stuff down. I did measure at the either February 29th or March 1st in this book. So I'll just transfer that information, and I'll write down the date that I measured onto this little thing. Anyways, I'll write all this down, because at the end of the book, there. So that will be the end of the book and my end photo. So I also have to take a picture of myself and get it developed and put it here. Full body picture. Yuck, yuck, yuck. But I don't know how long this book goes for. It doesn't say. There's a lot of days. It looks like a lot of days, but it may only be a month as far as I know. It could be, I have no idea. We'll see as we go. But anyways, we'll see what the difference is. It'll be interesting to see the difference. So yes, take your measurements down, get your weight down, write it down somewhere, and then write down your goals and start. Don't go with, so like I said, I'm 220.9 pounds. I want to be 130, but I need smaller goals. So my first goal is really 210 pounds. When I get to 210 pounds, I even get a reward. I get to dye my hair. My next goal is 200 pounds. I do not get a reward for that because being 200 pounds will be a reward in itself. I haven't been under 200 pounds in 6 years. And I am so excited to get to that. I realize it's 20.9 pounds away, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and it is possible. But for now, let's just focus on the 210. We need to learn to stop focusing too far in the future, because although it can be a motivator, it can also sabotage you. Because if the scale doesn't move fast enough, or if you think how far you have to go, you can lose a lot of confidence in yourself, or you can think, oh, that's too hard. You know what? Just take it one day at a time, guys. And that is what we're starting with, is week at a time, day at a time. So mine has weekly check-ins. So have weekly goals. So this week, I only have 2 goals down right now: lose 2 pounds and exercise 3 times this week. I will try and think of another goal. Right now, I don't have one. It's going to be a hard week for me because I'm actually away for 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, at training. So I know I'm not going to be drinking as much water. I know that I'll be sitting on my butt in this training all day, pretty much. It's going to be boring. But it's possible. I also know I'll also be living off of restaurant food. Not good. So anyways, the point I was getting at is this week is going to be hard. It's not the best week to get started, but, and here's what some of you are probably telling yourself, oh, well, I'll start next week. I'll start next month, because this month, you know what? Life is always going to be busy. I used to do the same thing with quitting smoking. I quit smoking last year. I gained 20 pounds, but I quit smoking last year after 22 years of smoking. And I used to say the same thing. Oh, I'll quit smoking after this. Oh, this is going to be stress. I need my smokes. I need this. You know what? If you wait till the world calms down, until your life calms down, you're going to be waiting forever. You're going to wait until you're in the grave. Life isn't going to slow down. Just start. Try your best. Maybe it's not the best week to start, but just try. Okay? Don't wait. So write down daily what you're going to be eating and drinking. Take this book with you wherever you go, if possible, because if you wait till the end of the day to write down everything you eat and drink, you're going to forget things. But if you take it with you, and okay, I just had a cup of coffee I like cream and sugar in my coffee. I'm a sweet tooth when it comes to my drinks. I like sweet. So write it down right away, because otherwise you're going to lose track of how many cups of coffee you have, or you're going to forget, or, just do it. So another thing to write down is your activity. So I think this is amount and notes. So I like this kind of like blank. You can write whatever you want in the notes. Maybe it's, if you're doing a treadmill, yeah, you were going this speed, you were going this, it was this much inclined, yada, yada, yada. You can write all that down. I love that. My mood is, and ideas for tomorrow. So that's kind of nice because it reminds us that, you know what, today wasn't perfect, but here's what I can do tomorrow. I like that. You also have all these on the side, the water, the caffeine, the sleep, the steps, the first bite. I don't remember whether I mentioned my Fitbit, and the last bite, and daily calories. So that is nice and simple. I love the way this book has everything, but yet it's so simple. So far, I'm loving this book. I haven't started. I mean, this is my first day. But another thing I wanted to mention was Fitbit. You should get 10,000 steps a day. And I love this because it motivates me to get moving. It's like, I'll be like, oh, I'm only at 4,000 steps. I need to get moving. I need to get going because I'm not moving enough. So that's what's great about these. However, financially, I mean, this was gifted to me. So it's one thing when you get a gift. It's another thing when, you know, you have to pay for something. And I get, as a single mom, I get finances are hard. So anyways, if you can afford it, I recommend a Fitbit or some kind of app that will track your steps, and kind of remind you to get moving. So yes, this week, guys, I'm sorry, I probably am overwhelming everybody, but it's the first week. There's a lot to talk about. Get a book, write down your measurements, your weight. Start writing down everything you eat, drink, and all the exercise you do in a week. And that way next week, if you don't lose anything, or if you lose a lot and you're like, oh yeah, I stayed really low in my calories. But don't remember that whatever you do, you have to learn to live your life this way. This is another reason why a lot of people lose an enormous amount of weight, but then start gaining it back after a while, because they go crazy and lose all this weight and you know, do all these things, but it's not sustainable. It's not something that you can keep doing for the rest of your life, or something that maybe you can't, I shouldn't say you can't do, but you lose motivation over time, or you want to live just a normal life. So that is why it's better to set small goals and to try and just live a healthy life. So yes, count calories, but don't go too low. I am not the person to be asking how many calories should I have in a day. Go do some Google research. Go talk to your doctor, especially if you live in Canada. I'm a Canadian and we have free healthcare. Go see your doctor. He can actually set you, or he or she could set you up with a nutritionist, and they can actually, my nutritionist will not let me know how many calories I should be having because she doesn't believe in counting calories. I need to count calories for now, guys, because I need to know how much I'm putting in my body, because I literally, you know, I am one of those people that when I weigh myself and I'm wondering, why haven't I lost anything? Or why have I only lost 0.3 or something, or why? And so this is why it's nice to write things down, because then I can see, oh yeah, no, I had a lot of bad meals, high calorie meals, lots of cheese, lots of this, lots of that. So that will help keep us honest. This book will help keep us honest. With that said, guys, thank you for viewing. I will be back sometime next week. I'm not sure what day, but I will be back, and hopefully I will go from 220.9 to 219 or 218. That would be great. Hopefully I have something good to report to you guys. And hopefully you hit that subscribe button and you're able to comment, hey, I lost a pound or 2 or 3 or whatever it may be. You know what? Any loss is great, and anything you succeed at this week is great. You should be proud of your small accomplishments, because small accomplishments, enough of them will add up to a big accomplishment. Think of it that way. All right. So see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.